Hi, Ian. Let's talk about something real quick. Okay, collective. I'm loving this read. So far, so great. Okay, we got breakthroughs, soul transformation, outer transformations, breaking patterns. Okay, so this is like your breakthrough season. There are a lot of things that may have been stuck and or stagnant in your life that are starting to go through this metamorphosis, including you. You may have went through this dark night of the soul. So you went in one way, just like a caterpillar, right? Transforming into a butterfly. You went in one type of being. You came out something totally different. Now you have abilities that you didn't have before. You look totally different than what you looked before. You're unrecognizable to some. Um, but some were waiting for you to emerge from this cocoon. Some people were waiting for you to break through so they could see what you would look like. Your transformation was also exciting to others. Okay. I feel like you walked through a portal, right? You walked through this season without even realizing that you were doing it. You may have been in survival mode for a while. And because you were in survival, you just going, you just moving. You just know you got to keep going, got to keep moving, got to keep swimming, got to keep pushing, got to keep your head above water, right? So once you cross this threshold, you didn't know because you trying to survive, you trying to make it. Now it's giving you can calm down, kind of rest a little bit because you don't even realize you're not even the same person you were. You don't even realize like all of your manifestations are actually coming to pass. Like you don't even realize because you've been so ingrained and trained to toil that you don't realize you no longer have to toil. That is no longer your burden to bear. Okay? I feel like you're starting to let go of judgment, right? That's letting go of the things that may have happened to you or for you, however you want to see it, in the past, right? This was something that was holding you back from being able to transform into that beautiful butterfly. It was going to turn you into a moth. No, we don't play those games. But you were able to forgive, not for the other person, but for yourself, move on. And it did, in the process, teach you how to rewire the way that you love. You may have learned that with certain people, you need certain boundaries. With others, the boundary may be they can never be around you. You have started to learn how to love yourself more, even though you were in survival mode. It's almost like that was a part of the matrix that you were breaking. You've been around people who don't really even know what love is, let alone loving themselves, right? They may look at loving themselves as pampering, and you have rewired the way you love. So you look at love different. You look at self love different. Your needs are different. Your wants are different. And I feel like instead of trying to restore the peace that you had before, or the so-called peace that you thought you had, your idea of peace is even different. People don't understand that. So therefore you can't even be around the same crowd. You can't kick it with the other caterpillars no more. Right? They can't go where you going. And you tired of being where they were. So I feel like this is just soul and outer growth for you, right? Somebody didn't want you to walk through this portal. Of course, the other caterpillars, they weren't ready to go in the cocoon yet. And they didn't want you to go in there yet because then they didn't want you to fly off and leave them. But I feel like you're rewriting your own story anyway. Um, you are going for the life that you always knew that you deserved and the life that you've always known you wanted, and you don't feel like you're asking for too much. And you don't feel limited in what you can do and what you can achieve. Okay? I feel like you have accepted your destiny. Your destiny is to be happy, right? Everybody's looking for their purpose. Your purpose is to be happy, is to transform, is to grow, is to evolve, is to smile, is to, you know, you were promised good things. You wasn't promised to struggle. Okay? That was a belief that they put on us. You don't have to toil. Okay? But this happened in divine timing. The butterfly cannot rush the process. They can't break out that cocoon, even if they tired and cramped. No, it's all a process, right? You broke out, didn't even realize you was breaking out. You just moving around in there wiggling, and all of a sudden you saw the light. You know, you came out totally new being. All right. So that is the message. I love this for you. I think this is so beautiful, and I'm so happy for you that, you are transforming into this new being that you actually want to fucking be. Okay. I love your happiness. Anyway, y'all, that is the message. If anything else comes out, y'all know I'll be back. Other than that, love you, bye.